It's all about relationships, isn't it? Between the board and P&F and the school leadership. How do you make that work?
So from my role itself, as far as the board chair goes, it's about facilitating the meeting itself and allowing everybody to have their rightful say and probably just draw out the wisdom that each of the members bring to the table. As far as the principal goes, my role is to ensure that we're delivering on what the principal wants for the college itself, making sure that we're adding that value. We formulate meeting minutes and agendas, and I certainly put them forward to the principal to ensure that we're covering everything that needs to be covered and that he gets the guidance and the governance and advisory that he wants from the board itself.
The only way it can work is if you are transparent and honest. I remember the first meeting I went to, the principal here gave me his personal mobile phone number and said, let's just talk as we need to. You text me, let's keep the dialogue going. And that is what makes the P&F relevant, if they feel that they can talk directly to the people that matter. And probably the people that matter are the teachers and the administration and the diocese, then the wider community. So having that ability to informally discuss is a real strength of a P&F.
It's important to have open and positive communication, and I think that's the difference between a good and a great outcome when working with the principal of our school.
The school board and the principal work together. They support and advise the principal, but it also should be a support body that the principal comes back to and seeks guidance from and support from and also affirmation from.
I think it's very important to encourage the principal and support him or her, and also give them feedback from a parent's perspective as to whether or not what the position is of parents are on certain issues, policies and procedures.
Well, since our time at the school, I've worked with 3 different school principals, all with differing styles of management and leadership qualities. And it's been important to have a solid foundation of communication when working with 3 different principals and different groups that we engage with as the P&F body goes forward.
Well, for me it's been easy, very easy to have a great relationship with Clint as my college board chair. Clint and I think share a same philosophy, and Clint comes from a strategic background that I can identify with, and I can understand how he has taken the reins in terms of our policy and procedure development, to quote an example. So Clint has that capacity to see the big picture, but then to break it down into small parts, and I share that same view, and I like to run my school like that, as small little projects, not one big project. So it's been easy to develop that. I think the constant communication is another thing. Clint and I share a good level of communication. There might be weeks that go by where I don't touch base with Clint, but I know that he's always there and he will support me in whatever advice I need or whatever input he can provide back to the college. So I think that's open communication and transparent communication.
We all work quite well with the principal. The purpose, I feel, of the board is that we all contribute from our own areas, and we defer to the principal if there is anything that perhaps we are unsure of or do not know, because we are there, I feel, to assist him in his role.
So I will often be communicating with the school board chair outside of the meeting in preparation for the meeting. So we work on the agenda together to ensure that we're on the same page prior to the meeting, and to identify any possible areas of conflict so that we can keep the conversation rolling in the meeting.
The parish priest, canonically and ecclesiologically, exercises his ministry on behalf of the church in the name of Christ. So it's not a management role as much as an oversight, governance and stewardship role on behalf of the community. So really is responsible for how the school is run correctly, but also how it reflects the views of the community.